How's it going, Crypto ZX family? Appreciate you guys as always. This analysis right here is a broader market analysis because I really want to kind of make a market analysis update explaining why we're seeing so much red across the market right now. Pretty much seeing 10% pullback for multiple coins across the board. But again, just a continuous reminder, because usually when times like these come, you do tend to see people forgetting what has been happening for the crypto space over the last, few weeks. And if you want a quick reminder, it's right in front of us right now. So right now we are definitely seeing a correction as far as Wednesday goes. As we can see, pretty much across the board, everything seems to be down right now about 6 to 10%, depending on what coin you're looking at. So this right here applies to pretty much everything, whether you hold XRP, Cardano, XLM, Pepe, Hbar, whatever the case may be. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, like I said, pretty much across the board, everything seems to be down right now over the course of the last 24 hours. The valuation, if you want to put that into perspective, we're down about 6.3% in terms of the market cap over the course of the last 24 hours. So what has happened? You guys might be wondering, because I spoke about this in my XRP update last night. You're still seeing major amounts of inflows coming into ETH, and that is such a big catalyst and signal that altcoins are going to be picking up steam. And that's exactly what we're seeing happening right now. There's no denying that. We look for confirmations, right? If we're talking about this, let's look for confirmations. How do we look for confirmations? We take a look at how the altcoins have performed, and you can pretty much see a lot of coins that people thought were stable coins over the course of the last 1 month ago. They are up about 52, some even being up over 100%. So we're definitely seeing a massive strength within altcoins, which is amazing to see. But what is causing the altcoin market to correct? If you're looking at BTC, we're going to start off by taking a look at Bitcoin, because of course this is a major indicator. And you can see Bitcoin did go down yesterday. I spoke to you guys about this last night. We went from $120,000 down to 117, but we actually picked up. You can see, Bitcoin actually picked up steam at 118,600. So it's, a little bit higher compared to where we were last night. But still, it makes no sense why we're seeing, so much red across the board. But here we have it. I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, Crypto ZX, where is the dominance index? You talk about the dominance index on a regular day-to-day basis. So where is that? Amazing. If you ask yourself that question, give yourself a pat on the back. That's how important it is, and that is the major reason why we are seeing so much, bloodbath across the board. So we came down to 60.45%. You could see we have seen a major sharp move towards the upside. This could be due to manipulation. We do need to keep in mind that next week FOMC meeting is taking place, and remember, during the FOMC meeting, some people are, anticipating there might not be a rate cut, and I think, going into the FOMC meeting a day or two before, you already see the market kind of correct itself. Maybe we're starting to see that, being a core reason why you're seeing the dominance picking up, but also manipulation. Remember, that's something that, people tend to forget, but we don't want to be forgetting it. Bitcoin actually went up since last night, but dominance has seen a sharp increase. We're having a hard time breaking out of this May level, which I've spoken to you guys about time in, time out. We actually did wick above here, but we are still having a hard time breaking out of that range because dominance did pull back down to that range. So as of now, this is not something we want to see. I'm going to be quite frank with you. You want to continue to see dominance, plummeting towards the downside, showing weakness. But we have seen this uptick, and this is something we want to be monitoring very, very closely. If this could be a clear fake out, because that does tend to happen. It's not that that won't happen. That does tend to happen as well. In order for us to find out whether or not this is a clear fake out is, it needs to, not hold around this range for too long and start making its way back towards the downside and breaking below the 60.2%. If that's able to do that, then this was just a false alarm, if you want to put it, for altcoins specifically. So this right here, Bitcoin has barely done anything, and I want you guys to not forget the importance of the dominance. Bitcoin has barely done anything. Dominance picked up, and that is the major reason why you're seeing about 10% pullback for multiple coins right now. And this is why I try to tell you guys on a regular day-to-day basis how important the dominance is. I still believe, based off the Ethereum flows and based off what's happening with the crypto space, and all these are amazing news that we're hearing day in, day out, I think we're going to see dominance continuing to pull down. No, but we're gonna have to take it one step at a time. Let's monitor Bitcoin very, very closely. Let's take a look at where the dominance closes the daily candle. But I would not like to see the dominance picking up above this range and staying here for too long. I want to see the dominance pulling back down to this level. So I'll keep you guys covered. Of course, if the dominance continues to go up and Bitcoin stays stagnant around here sideways, we could see altcoins seeing a little bit of a more retracement. And that's what I want you guys to understand. So lock those profits in when you see them. Do not listen to the YouTube comments or on the crypto Twitter saying, oh, it's not good to lock in profits. It's always good to lock in profits. Always ask yourself, is this money that I have in profits too much that I cannot afford to lose? If the answer is yes, then it's best to lock some profits in. Simple as that. It's not rocket science. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.